Little pet.
A minor illusion,
Alright.
a little dog.
Fellowship. After descending the spiral staircase for about several minutes, you arrive at the bottom of this crypt. You're met by a long corridor in front of you, lit by fluttering torches. Cobwebs slowly dance from the ceilings as rats squeak in protest as you enter their home. From where you stand, the corridor travels east and to the west, which would be your left and to your right. You notice there are two massive columns lined with skulls flanking both sides of the stairwell that you just descended from. You also see there are several decayed bodies laying all about the ground near the stairwell. It appears as if these bodies have been here for quite some time. And the temperature also appears much colder as each of you see your breath become very visible upon each exhale. The smells of rusted metal, torch embers, and rot fill this dismal environment. Other sounds of crackling torches and the shifts in the wind were all there, but this tomb has an uneasy quiet about it. Here we are.
I know I kill things, but I don't like dead things like this.
You'll be fine. You're a strapping young, big fella. Yeah.
I'd like to walk over to the nearest body and just like kick its head off, just to
You're
make
just
sure.
walking right over to it?
Yeah, just like make sure the head is not attached to it in case it wants to come to life.
Make a perception roll, please.
Oh,
This is how that's
15.
Oh, fucking course he does.
It's game time.
Yeah, you need a 14. As you start approaching the first body, you notice that the tiles under all the bodies are a different shade of gray compared to the rest of the tiles throughout this area. You guys see Garuk step forward, but suddenly stop.
What's going on? What'd you do?
Different colors.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna pop one of my good berries, just eat one.
Okay. You eating a good berry? Go for it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head over and check for a trap just in case I make sure he didn't spring anything.
Okay, say it again loud,
I'm
please.
gonna check for a trap to make sure he didn't spring anything.
Let's make a perception roll, please.
Just looking at you.
I went to a 13 then to a 1. Oh my god.
You need,
To a 1?
It went from a 13 and then it flipped over and went to a 1. So give me a perception of 3.
your eyes are watery with the atmosphere, and it's just hard for you to get a glimpse. But you see some discoloration in the stones underneath all the bodies, stretching from the stone columns with the skulls to the far walls in front of you. And it's about a good 10 feet on each side. So it's a big jump if you guys plan on jumping. But you see no traps as far as you're concerned.
Let's back up from this just in case.
He said there's rats around.
You can hear them, but you can't see them.
Oh, which way are we going?
Tell you what, well, we can go this way or we can go that way.
You got left or right, east or west, but there are bodies on both sides, flanking both sides of the stairwell, the curved spiral staircase, lying on the ground, and their bodies are lying on top of discolored tiles or cobblestones. You also can tell by the bodies that they've been there for quite some time. Let's make a group investigation roll with the bodies. We need a DC of 17.
-1, that's a
And that was perception.
Investigation.
Yes.
Nice.
Damn, 16. Shit.
Of course, Bimpy got it.
53.
Nice.
19.
Yeah, fucking of course. Good. No, this is good. As a DM, I'm just like, God darn it. You know, as you look at the bodies, their skins are dried and leathery, right? But you also notice there are numerous tiny little holes pierced throughout their bodies. Looking up across the wall from the body, across from those stone pillars with the skulls, the opposite walls, almost invisible, you see very small, thin needles, hundreds of them protruding out of the wall across from the skulls. So Bippy's the only one. You see him sort of on his hands looking around. He's looking at the bodies, looking at the wall across from the columns. He's looking at the wall.
Hey, NPCs. He's gonna point needles.
Now you guys all see this across from the skull columns. There are needles embedded in the walls.
Hey, so there are traps.
Also, you notice that the bodies, their mouths, and the positioning shows they suffered greatly.
tattoos all over Garuk.
Do I see if
He
there's
looks
a
like nothing.
Do I see if there's a way to disarm this?
You don't. You tried to look. You couldn't find it.
Oh, okay.
So the rest of you saw the city guard trying to look for something, but he looked up and he can't find anything. The rest of you, I don't know.
Bimpy's gonna suggest just stay clear of these tiles that bodies are near, and try to go around.
Now it's on both sides. Get Lily.
He's gonna look at the hole marks on the wall and see, does it go run the length from the bottom to all the way to the top?
The skulls. Yep. Actually, the walls of this crypt are as high as those pillars are. Okay. So just
Yeah.
FYI for
So there are needle marks all the way up.
Oh,
and
yep.
down.
Yep. On this wall opposite.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you need me to throw you over there?
The discoloration stone, guys, it's about 10 feet. So if
Okay.
any of you plan on jumping on that, it's going to be a difficult athletics check. Or there's another option you have.
Let me jump first and see.
Bimpy thinks when in doubt, go left.
Don't we have a thing to like stop things from moving?
Yeah, but if you
Do we want to use it so soon?
I don't know. I'm just asking questions.
Nothing's moving right now, as far as you can tell. So.
well, and we also got the other way, but we don't know if that's also trap descent. At
I
least
would
same way.
assume so.
Both sides are almost the same. Bodies on both sides, discoloration under the bodies both sides, and darts adjacent from the skull columns.
Maybe if we move the bodies and make a bridge.
Maybe you got the right idea. Maybe we hold up the body and place the body close by us, so if we do happen to spring anything.
They're too small for me.
Now, anybody else who can make a perception roll to see if they possibly see something, except for the city guard. Because
I
he's
can
no.
make a perception.
Yeah, let's start with Ilium.
Yeah. Which is a perception. That's 19.
Don't even roll.
You got 20?
Nat 20 plus 5.
No shit, really?
Yeah.
It's all the way over there.
It's over there. Roll.
No, 20 sometimes. Okay,
I have perceived.
both of you notice at the base of the stone columns with the skulls, you see a very hairline wire snaking its way from the column to the other side of the wall between all of the colored tiles. And it's that wire you see at both these stone columns with the skulls. Both you guys see this. A normal person would miss it, it's almost a hair, but the shine and glint caught your eyes. So between the mortar of all of the stones, this is where the wires are going. But it leads to one wire going to each skull column.
Is there a way to disarm it at all? Or
Yeah, Bimpy will mention the wire.
Okay.
I'm not gonna roleplay, sorry, but they're gonna mention the wire and he's gonna point out where it's headed and say, you see it too?
Yeah, I was like,
Okay.
I see one.
Want me cut wire?
No. Not now.
I could attempt to see if something in my taker's kit could attempt to possibly disarm it, or
well, I do have I have these tools. I can use that.
I have hammer.
You say it's one single wire. correct?
One wire, and
One
then
wire.
eventually once it hits all, one wire, say if this is the column with the skulls, there's one wire that goes, but then starts spreading out to all the others to the far wall. So
Spiders
in
out.
theory, that one wire, if you guys disarm that wire, you may be good to go.
And it's running from like the center of the column.
Yep. The bottom of the center of the column.
All right, I'm gonna attempt to try to disable
You gonna smash
this.
Garuk?
He's going for it.
You're more than welcome to try to help.
Like-
May I get some
Alright, so
Wait.
you have these tools?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna
I
give you,
can do it.
and since you see it, I'm gonna give you advantage to disarm it, the stealth, go ahead.
Okay.
Slide your hammer.
Nat 20.
What? No
A
shit.
total of 26.
It takes about 30
you go,
seconds
there
or
it
so as you guys all see Ionis on his hands and knees, frantically working with tools. To all of you, you have no idea what he's doing, but him, the master, at picking locks, like Barry from Resident Evil, he disarms the traps on both sides, and you feel confident you did so by cutting both wires on both sides. Now you have options, left or right.
Flip a coin?
Hold.
Oh.
I take one of the bodies and I drag it off, and then I toss it back on top of it.
Nothing happens.
I think we're good.
Dust flies from the floor and settles down.
Dude, we're good.
Do you want to get some of that dust too, maybe?
No.
Okay.
He points east and he's like, let's just go this way.
Alright, east.
That way?
That's the opposite to east.
Is that where we're going?
East is this way, right? You said east is this way.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, I always thought west, left, east, right.
The side of the column that we just marked.
Yeah, tell me which way you want to go. You want to go that way?
He
Or
pointed this way.
Okay, that way. Left.
As you start walking carefully down this corridor, at that very end, you see it's a cave-in. Lots of rubble and bricks fill up that corridor, blocking anywhere further. But somebody who's dexterous enough possibly can squeeze through, but if that's the case, they may be alone on the other side of that corridor.
Okay.
But one person may be able, and the block's even too big for you to move.
If you wanted to explore, Vimpy, my good lad, I'm sure I can shin Mortimer to help you.
Vimpy can go, yeah.
You want to go through? Let's make that roll.
Want to go for it? That is a 17 plus 2.
19.
19.
All right.
He's going to, Mortimer's kind of hopping from stone to stone, following along behind you. I wouldn't go too far in there alone, lad.
Put Bimpy right at the rubble, right in the corner.
Right here?
Yeah, you snake through the rubble. It's pretty nerve-wracking, and you hear it displacing, but you actually squeeze through. Of course you do. You see a long corridor.
At this point, they can hear me, right?
No.
His bird can?
His bird probably can. Your bird's going through too?
Yeah.
Okay, so put your bird next to him.
Bird is going to attempt to assist.
Hey, Bimpy, this long corridor has two beautifully carved sarcophagi against the wall that's adjacent from a door which is slightly ajar. Light is spilling out into the hallway from this door. But scattered about the floor between the sarcophagi and this mysterious door are numerous bones of all shapes and sizes. Passing through this area, even at your skill, can possibly make some noise. But it could be worth the chance, and you are alone with the owl.
Yeah, I'm just there like, no. No.
Do you need help?
I'm gonna just talk to the owl. I'm gonna say, hey.
You gonna go back through again?
Yeah.
Alright, let's take your two figures and move them back. So you maneuver back through the rubble, barely, and it's a super tight fit, even for you, but you do. Okay, so
I let him know. I was like, hey, Bimpy saw the door. It had a little light, but lots of bones. Bimpy knows what a lich is, right?
yeah, you
Yeah,
can
for sure.
Yeah.
We're here for lich. Bimpy doesn't like bones.
So it looks like we're taking the scenic route.
Yep.
Alright.
So, Ilium,
Let's go the other way then.
that's Silas.
I'm on foregoing around as well. I don't want Bimpy to get caught up in some kind of fight alone. Even with the owl present, it might not be good.
And I need Garuk, because that's the roll I got, to make a perception roll. 8. DC is 8.
That's a 7.
You don't get no bonuses on wisdom?
It's straight 0. Straight roll.
All I can tell you is you have a very uneasy feeling about this, similar to times where you've been into battle and many people did not make it out alive. That's the extent I can tell you. So the rest of us are heading the other corridor?
Yep.
Be careful.
I know better. I know not to go alone.
Their plates
Take a look, please.
and guts.
Peering down this new area, you immediately hear the sounds of spinning machinery and whooshing wind. You clearly see rotating blades extending and then retracting from the walls at different heights and different intervals. The saws, the buzz saws, actually appear to be well maintained as the torchlight reflects brilliantly from these spinning blades of death. There appears to be a body and remains all dried up and shriveled amongst the floor between these buzz saws from the wall. You do, however, see a wall lever easily observed beyond the spinning saws down the corridor.
So, okay.
Now, somebody who is dexterous can possibly time it and make their way through, and there are 4 buzz saws, so that's 4 different rolls.
I'm a guy.
Now, these blades are going pretty fast, and they're going in and out, so let's collectively decide what we're gonna do.
We have the scroll.
He wants to run it, right?
Yeah. Oh, I don't have the scroll tonight.
I got it. Those are inanimate objects. They could slow their process.
That's true. So, want to cast it while I go through? Or should it be on?
Well, I would be willing to take a vote on it because we don't know if something up ahead might find it more useful.
No, I say we use it now.
This seems pretty good.
Is it non-living?
Even Garuk is making sense.
The thing is for non-living thing?
Non-organic, yep.
Non-organic.
Non-organic.
That's well.
And these blades are going in and out in different intervals, so it's kind of hard to time it. You may be able to, but they're going really fast, and they're extending straight across, up and down, high and low.
Would your bird be able to take the rope and be able to take the rope, place it around the lever? And
Maybe.
try to-
How fast are the winds going in here?
Pretty fast and harsh, and you even know that as dexterous as your owl is, it has a chance of being killed by these blades.
Okay, we got the scroll. Let's use it.
Yeah, this
Agreed.
might be.
Time.
This
Time
might
is
be
getting
the
short.
time.
Can we throw an axe at it?
Robert's ain't got time.
Throw an axe at it.
Okay. Who has the scroll?
I have it.
You open it up, and you hear Silas start reading off some type of enchantment. And suddenly, the blades slow down dramatically to the point where you guys all feel comfortable running across, but you still need to make rolls. The way this is going to work, since he cast that spell, everyone's going to get double advantage. That's 3 20-sided die with a DC of 8 or higher. So we're going to start. We're going to start, I guess, with Bimpy.
Come on, Batman. Everybody going across.
Now there is a lever on the other side, so everyone can take a chance, or one person can.
Oh, cool.
Let's have 2 to go. So
In case one of you die.
You and I?
Yeah.
Okay.
You both? All right.
Go
We're gonna.
for it.
All right. So the first set of blades, 8 or higher, triple advantage. Go. 3, 3,
Yeah, go ahead.
8 or higher.
19 plus Dex.
All right.
Oh, I got 2 1s and a 13.
Oh, the 13. Oh.
Oh my goodness.
You're next.
So that's what.
21 altogether.
So we.
So 15 altogether with my.
Alright, so that was the first
Not
zone,
good.
right? So why don't you guys move your figures up to the past up to the first blades?
Do the first blade
Yep.
here?
Yeah, right there in front of them. We have 4 sets. So the first roll you guys made.
Move everybody else to the corner.
Yeah, move everybody to the corner.
Oh, I guess I gotta make 4 rolls.
Now you need 3 more. Let's do one at a time. Go ahead, 50. 8 or higher.
Yeah, 6, 17.
Move your guy up. Next set. You get Ionis.
Nat 20.
Whoa! Ionis, you're gonna move up 2 with a nat 20. So Ionis, you have 1 more to go. Bimpy, go.
17.
You move yourself up 1. Ionis.
I'm getting like the double 1s, double 3s.
17.
And you finally reach past the point where you're standing in front of a lever.
Shut it down.
You shut it down. The blade stops spinning. That corridor falls quiet.
Nice.
I was about to be like, wait, checking for traps.
That was a good call. Good job, bro. Fucking 20. Nice. All right. You 2 guys are at the end, Bimpy and Jonas. But both you guys, standing at the other side, is a very mysterious-looking door.
You might want to wait until the others get here.
So let's move everybody down the blades.
I go first.
As he's walking past the blades, like, this place is the worst.
It is the worst.
It's friggin' worst.
You guys did really
Why just
good.
wouldn't need buzz saws and a muzzle?
Thank you, buddy.
So we're
Very
at the
proud.
door. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now there's the silence of this area as you approach this large door with this massive face suddenly gets interrupted by a booming voice coming from a face in the door.
Who dares approach the master's treasure room?
To your surprise, the door's face is animated and speaking to your party.
Speak your names, or I shall fill the hold with my breath.
I'm Garuk.
Okay. The animated head is sort of moving back and forth.
I am Silas Bellington. How are you?
Over the centuries board.
Then its head turns towards you.
William Bleak Thoreau stands before you.
I illness Entwig.
Last,
Bimpy is Bimpy.
And what of the chicken?
it says.
Your bird.
What
Oh.
chicken?
His name is Mortimer.
I am happy to meet you, for I have been bored over the centuries guarding the Master's treasure and wonderful items of power. And since I am bored, Sinriel, the Door Guardian, will grant you an opportunity to enter the Master's treasure room. Because I do not care how big you are, or how many chickens you may have, you will not be able to even say hello to the Master without a little help. So, I'm in the mood for fun. I will ask you 3 riddles. If you answer the riddles correctly, you will have access to the Master's treasure room. But if you do not answer them quickly and correctly, you will all sleep a long, long time.
I could.
I don't think you want that.
That's not what he means.
Oh,
Yeah.
like not like pillows.
No.
Enough! Let the riddles begin.
Here he goes.
Feed me and I live. Yet give me a drink and I will die. What am I?
Yes.
Fire.
Very good, little one. Excellent. You make Cinderella happy.
Yeah.
The second riddle.
The door says to you.
What can you catch, but you cannot throw? What am I?
Yes.
Cold.
You're right. Biffy is killing it.
Riddles.
Go Bippy.
It has been a long time since Cinderella has been entertained. In the last riddle, he says, you are all my brother, but I am not your brother. Who am I?
It starts laughing. You begin to see a smoke and a mist coming from its mouth, dripping very quietly down to the floor.
You are my brother, but I am not your brother. Who am I?
My sister.
Damn it! I'm
Wow.
trying to think of complicated crap.
I got it. I was like, oh,
Hey! I said it was
The
so
door
so
is no longer animated. The door is no longer animated, and it is now a solid door that opens up to expose a treasure room with wondrous items.
bling.
money in a thing.
Oh wow.
Sweet boy.
Start going through the whole like family tree.
Just to give you a heads up on to Rush, I'll tell you what's in there. Right now, there's piles of gold. There's probably has to be at least 20,000 gold pieces. Each of you, if you're interested, and again, I said if we play later on in the future with other games, you can have this money. You can probably carry 100 gold. Anything beyond that will be disadvantage that you do on skills or saves.
Yeah.
If 200 more of gold will be double disadvantage, and so on and so on. But there are other items in here as you guys look about this treasure room. First, you find a beautiful vial with a purplish, bubbling, sparkling liquid, and it has sigils written down the side of it. Arcana check with anyone, and the DC is actually 5.
I got this.
Over 10.
Oh, you got it. Looking at this vial, this is a potion of resurgence. The person who takes this drinks this potion as a bonus action at the end of their turn. After squigging this down, that person immediately gets a whole new turn. potion of resurgence. Next, in a pile of weapons, you see a beautiful golden shield with an angel's wings behind a blazing sun. There's magic sigils all throughout it. Somebody want to make an arcana? That's 5 or higher.
Yes, that's going to be a 17.
You remember stories about a shield of Trinity. The shield of Trinity grants its wielder a +3 to their AC, a +3 to initiative rolls, and a +3 to all death saves. The shield of Trinity, +3 to your AC, +3 to initiative, and a +3 to death saves. There happens to be a very creepy looking rapier in the pile in the corner. Its hilt is an ebony batwing. The blade itself is a bright crimson and red. There's sigils written on that.
I'll take a look at that.
Make the roll.
That's Arcana check?
Yep.
12.
This is the Rapier of the Vampire. Whoever holds this gets a +2 to hit. The rapier does 1d8 piercing, but you also get health equal to the damage dealt to a single target. Now you can only use that ability once per target, but if there are several targets in the room and you're doing damage, you'll be draining a lot of blood.
So, I'm sorry.
All
Go-
of it took over.
The Rapier of the Vampire.
No, I'm just writing it down.
Okay.
It's a +2 to hit.
I like that.
It does 1d8 damage. You gain health equal to the damage dealt to a single target, but you can only do that once per target. If there's multiple targets, you can do it multiple times.
So I get health back as I...
Well, if you get that weapon, it's a beautiful weapon too. Something that Count Strahd would have.
Yeah.
Next, you find
I want all of
a black ring with a single white pearl sitting on a red velvet pillow. Sigils in Arcana. Somebody?
Fields.
I can't look at it. I can't think of that.
19 on the dice.
It is known as the Ring of Escape. The wearer gets a +1 to their AC. They cannot be the target of any opportunity attacks, and grapples against the ring bearer are at disadvantage. Ring of Escape. Okay. And next is a large scroll that's against a wall, and it's very old looking with sigils. It almost look like Egyptian hieroglyphics written down inside. 5 or higher, somebody.
Go for it, Marty.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Garuk.
Oh yeah.
Wow! Somebody's getting smart. He's getting riddles. He's reading Arcana. Hey! He's gonna be like Professor Hulk from the Avengers. This scroll is the scroll of the undead ally. By reading the incantation on the scroll, which is an action, any minor undead creature, no matter what it is, will be your ally for as long as it's alive. And you have to say the words, "By the gods of the dead, my call is urgent. This husk of a shell is now my servant." Okay? So write this down, so whoever gets this, you have to read this during your turn.
What was it again?
By the gods of the dead, my call is urgent. This husk of a shell is now my servant. And lastly, you see another wooden case as you open it up. There are 5 vials of potions of common healing. So just like what you found, 5 of them, yep.
one.
So what you find were tons of gold, a potion of resurgence, shield of the Trinity, rapier of the vampire, the ring of escape, and the scroll of the undead ally amongst the healing potions. So
So that ring, it gives you +1, right? To the AC?
Yeah, +1 to AC, no opportunity attacks, and disadvantage for grapple.
Limpy would like that.
So you guys want to divvy up? Or somebody, you can have everything.
He does
Guru.
not like metal.
Take it all.
He does not. I don't like metal.
He actually hands you the potion of resurgence, and he's like, after you stab somebody, you drink this.
Yeah.
You want to drink it now?
And then he's like, and he holds it when he hands it after you stab somebody.
Yeah. I hit. Slash.
Yes. And
Okay.
then drink.
Yes.
Okay, think strategy with these items, with your abilities. Like that was perfect for him. So
And
My giant waist.
rapier, which
You can have pretty hokey
So
stick.
you got the resurgence, potion of resurgence, and we have 4 more items to go. We have the ring, the rapier,
Scroll.
we have the scroll.
I thought about that, but can anyone here? Does anyone here even use a shield?
I can.
I can.
You can. If you intend to, yeah.
no, but
Well,
both
he's got a
barbarians
shield.
can use the shield.
Yeah. So I was gonna use it because I'm +3 to my AC if I'm gonna be
Yeah,
in the
okay.
thick of it, and a +3 to my initiative.
Yeah, I was just making sure it got used is all because I know you. Use
You can
great
hold the
axe.
shield now as your great axe. Is that a 2-handed axe?
It is, but I have a long sword.
You guys has long sword.
I have other.
Yeah, I gave you the sword as well.
Yeah, so you're gonna be the tank with all that shit?
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
for it.
No, that's up to you guys.
Oh,
I'm
that's
okay
all
with someone
perfect.
else using it.
And
Anybody else want it?
take ring.
And remember, your health is low, so that shield can come in handy to somebody.
Yeah, my health is normal 10.
Okay.
No.
So
Anybody else want it?
then
I'll take
again,
it.
also we got the rapier.
Yeah, take the shield.
So,
Okay, so I have the shield.
you're gonna have the shield then? Write it down.
I'm sorry, the sword or was
It's
the rapier?
it's a rapier.
The rapier is
Of
the
the
vampire.
Yep.
So that'd be good. I mean, I would say for me again, but
I would say I think you should take it
you'll have to give
because
it.
you can.
It's a
use
+2
dex.
to hit. Who's that, Bippy? Oh, you.
+2 to hit for the rapier.
Yep,
He
+2
can't
to
use
hit,
that.
and it does 1d8 damage, but you also
That's the
gain
only
life.
thing.
You
Yeah.
could choose. So let's say you roll a 3 for damage. You don't have to, but if you roll like the max, it's up to you. You decide when you want to drain that, but you can only do it once per target, okay?
Okay.
You have the Ring of Escape and the Scroll of Undead Ally.
And you wanted the ring.
But if you guys want it, go for it. I'm
You're a what?
You're a hermit. You guys need it more, take it. I mean, if nobody wants it, I'll take it for sure.
What about you?
I'm cool. I'm cool. As long as folks get items that they can use, I'm cool with anyone getting anything. I know I'm not helping. I'm waffling.
That's,
Alright.
that's scroll.
Okay, you've been the
will
closest
probably
to anybody of the 3 of us that haven't received anything, so you go ahead and take that.
Write that down in your inventory, please.
You got the black ring with the pearl.
You guys have
the
to-
name?
And do you want
Yeah,
the
it's
scroll?
called the Ring of Escape.
Yeah, I can take and use it.
Alright, you take the scroll.
+1 to your AC. You can't be target of opportunity attacks. Grapples against you are at disadvantage. And last is the scroll. Is that you?
Yeah.
Write it down in your inventory. And remember, you have to say those words. If you don't say those words, nothing's going to happen. And that's an action, full action. Alright. So we have a choice. There's another corridor going this way, or we can go back around.
So I take that with the one rapier, and then I have my sword short within the other.
18 AC.
Yeah, we're good.
You're gonna need it.
Yeah.
Alright, so are we gonna move on, or?
Yeah, we're gonna move forward now.
Yeah.
And you said we can carry about 100 gold.
Oh yeah.
About 100 gold.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and keep that up. I'm a gambler.
That's 100 total,
I have
right?
debts to pay.
100 gold. Anything beyond that, you're gonna get disadvantage. You have fucking change jiggling in your pockets and
I
shit.
have debts to pay.
No one had a bag of holding, did they?
I have a back of holding.
I figured we might get if we need to get more gold, we'll do it at the end of this.
On the way out.
On the way out.
No, I don't think that door is good.
You're right. Let me go ahead and get the gold now.
The game time, you probably have an hour and 30 minutes left as far as getting back. So, just FYI, it's time is of the essence.
So yeah. Go ahead.
Upon arriving at this new area of the crypt, you see 2 massive oak doors adorned with strange skulls and necrotic sigils throughout the wood finish. If you guys want to go around and take a look.
Okay, sweet.
You also notice that there are two keyholes that resemble screaming skulls in each door. A chilly mist is slowly creeping out from under the door and moving throughout this corridor like a stalking predator. You suddenly hear chants coming from the other side of the door that are very eerie.
Maybe he's just gonna say something because I was over here. Maybe he's gonna say, hey, before we go and make a big fight, we want to check what's around the corner.
So what do you see over there?
I saw bones. Maybe he saw bones.
Go
Like,
group one big
And he
fight.
points out the keyhole. anything like
But Farouk won big fight. Big fight, big fist.
Look at Garuk's nice shield. Maybe second shield.
Something like that.
So are we? You can try the doors, or you can move around to the next corridor.
And he lets others decide.
You want to go that way?
I'm good with any way that you want to go.
You said there's a door? There could be a big
One
fight
door,
over
small
there.
door.
There could be a big fight over there.
Now you remember, and your owl, that the doors cracked open. There was a little stream of light spilling out over the bones in the hallway.
Well, I mean, it is a double-edged sword, yeah. There could be more fighting beyond there that we could skip, or we could also bottleneck ourselves in fighting whatever's in this large room.
That's true.
Then we knock on the door and have them come out.
It's such a genius.
Bimpy thinks we take least chance, but also we cannot spend too much time.
Yes.
Bimpy's afraid once we go in, thing in light, thing in room comes out.
That is what I am worried about as well. There could be something coming from that way that could attack us, or we're fighting whatever's in the big area.
Bimpy, you scared, you stay behind me.
Alright.
So arm yourself
Okay.
now, just in case.
Yeah. Ilium, what do you want to do?
He's like, let's just go that way. And he just points down the hallway and see what's in that light. If nothing else, maybe we'll find something that'll help us kill whatever's in here.
Should we?
Yes.
Yes.
I start tiptoeing.
Okay.
Yeah, we all do.
We're all going to that corridor.
Yep.
Yeah. Is this door open?
No, it's closed.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll make it to this corner, yeah?
Let's put everybody over
Fast
there.
travel. So there's nothing here. Got
Nothing here. This is actually a safe corridor, you think, except for the ice cold mist that's spilling out from that room, and you hear whispers beyond the doors. Enchantments or something. Anyway, so we all at this new corridor, and there are two beautifully carved sarcophagi against the wall, sitting very quietly. There are bones scattered about the hall, and across from the sarcophagi is a door that's slightly open, with light spilling out from this unknown area. But there are so many bones about, they'll probably make some noise. So you have decisions to make.
Do you think the bones belong in the box?
Probably. Most likely.
Do we want to put it back in the box?
You wanna open one of those?
Is it like one
He
of those,
points at the closest sarcophagus.
like a puzzle thing?
It might be.
You want me to push it?
Yeah, let's open this.
Ilium, since you don't point at the sarcophagi, please make a perception roll.
He's trying to save us. That's what he's doing.
So that's 17.
Yeah, it was a 12. You notice that all the bones at the base of both sarcophagi appear crushed. Now the area is filled with dust, except the top of the sarcophagi are not covered in dust. So it's as if something heavy was at the base of those sarcophagi.
So as he does that, he stops. And he goes, wait. Bad idea. That's clean. That's not.
Magic clean?
Ooh, not that kind of clean.
Oh.
I don't suppose, you pointed the rest of that out to us, right, Ilian? It sounds kind of ridiculous, but I don't suppose that sarcophagus is slapping people, do you?
Slapping?
Well, the top of it doesn't have dust on it, so it could be going something like.
I think whatever's in there isn't as dead as we think it is. And we need to take care of that before we go into this room.
I got a ball bearing.
Oh, I was thinking the wrong sarcophagus because I didn't see them from the single. I thought they were standing.
No, they're lying down.
I feel dumb. I'm sorry.
You can take a look to see. And of course, at the far end is a cave-in.
Yeah, I'll take a ball bearing and kind of toss it at the sarcophagus and see if it does anything.
You're trying to hit the sarcophagi, right?
Yeah.
Let's make a roll for that, please.
14 on a die, or are you thinking?
And no, and if you hit it, and nothing happens.
thinks we make way towards door.
Gonna walk maybe towards the sarcophagus and start observing it, see if there's anything.
Move
Any
your character
markings?
closer. You're doing that, right?
Yeah.
I take Bippy
You
and I
get
move
close to the
behind me.
sarcophagus. Make another perception roll.
I move Bippy behind me.
Take damage, I heal.
22.
You actually hear breathing coming from the sarcophagi. Like something is either snoring or breathing inside the sarcophagi. From where you're at, there are bones everywhere. Those bones possibly can move out the way to the door, but it'll take somebody who's very dexterous to do that.
I will help him with the dex.
Yeah. He moves back and he's like, those things are alive. Something in those is definitely alive.
Definitely, you know that. Yeah.
Like, it's like we can sneak past these probably. I can, but we could probably sneak past these if we can do it without making any excessive
We
noise.
want to one person sneak by, open door, see what's in there,
Maybe we can move some of these bones and we can all into this room.
like a broom.
A little bit
More quiet than that.
And people again say, don't go forward with something behind. It's like one person can go check. And the rest wait.
So again, you feel based on what you observed that if somebody moved the bones out, they could probably make it way. That everyone or somebody can make their way to the door.
Yeah. It's just like, yeah, where we can get into that room, we can close the door behind us.
That's true. But then when we come out, we still have something to face.
Unless we're
Then
quiet
when we
enough.
come out,
Right.
we just sneak out.
Unless you're quiet enough that you don't touch the bones anymore. But right now the bones are sort of in the way.
Alright, well, I'm kind of quiet, so I guess I'm up.
Now it's a stealth check. To quietly move these bones, my man, it is, hold on, 12 stealth or higher.
Anybody want help?
And you have the +4.
Plus the 4, which gives me a
Here he goes.
good. That's 14 altogether.
Oh,
What? Fuck nuts.
oh, was that a 4?
I was about to
Yeah,
ask
you
if you
rolled
would
a 4. I was
I
like,
would've-
oh no.
I was about to ask if you would accept.
Good job, bro, be honest. You guys see Ionos once again on the ground, moving very carefully, He's sliding bones out the way. Let's move them a little bit this way, towards the sarcophagi.
The bones,
So
I think.
yeah, just a little bit, so it's a nice clear passage for you guys.
I was about to ask if you were going to accept sleight of hand for it either.
Yeah, I would have, but he made the roll. After about 10 or 15 minutes, Ionis turns around and looks at all of you with a smile on his face and a thumbs up. You actually clear the way, and the door is slightly ajar. Are you going to wait, or are you going to take a look into the room?
I'm gonna wait until they get up a little bit.
Okay, let's all line up against the wall.
Man, I'm starting to wish I took mage hand.
You want to go root
Right,
first?
yeah. Such a great thing to do. You could have just gone that lever earlier.
That was a good with the sarcophagi, and this guy with that. So,
Go root
yeah.
first?
Yeah, we're all. Well, he's first, and then you're second. I'll stay at the end with the bird.
Go root first.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
You opening the door, right?
You
So
open
he
the door?
is, correct?
Before
You
I
want me
open
to
the
go in
door,
front of
I'm
you?
gonna check for trap just in case.
Okay. Make the rolls.
That's a 9.
Yeah, you can't tell if there's a trap or not. It looks okay, and the doors are cracked open, and there is light coming from looks like candles or torches.
I'm gonna do the like very like hold it to make sure it doesn't creak or anything, and just slowly like
Bucket of water.
Does it go inward or outward?
It goes inward.
Okay, because
So,
outward you're just pushing bones.
just slowly so that we can fit.
And let's see what's in this room.
Let us see.
Let us see the magic. Excuse me, sir.
Big money.
Big money. Big money, no whammies.
Be the guy. Be the guy.
Oh, whammy.
What?
So
I see potions.
as I look,
Just slowly dip back around the corner.
as I look,
Nope.
Do we really like Cassandra and Lord Kincaid? I mean, let's think about this.
as I look through, I go, fuck, Mary, piss, shit, fuck, hell.
I don't know her.
Oh, this does not. Oh my god.
Ionis, upon entering and peering in this room, you immediately notice a circular floor of shiny white gray marble. It almost resembles glass. The center section is actually 4 circles or 4 rings. Within the center There displays a pool of coagulated blood. It looks like something was dragged away. In the corner of the room, on the top of a stone dais, is a brass bowl filled with green sand. Several unlit candles are also sitting atop. And next to the unlit candles, you see a small silver tray, about a quarter-inch deep. There's also an elegant jar filled with some type of liquid metal. You also observe next to these candles. But above you, carved in the ceiling, is some type of old, ancient riddle. I'm going to pass this to all of you guys, and then I'll also read it as well. I'll pass one to him. Reading the riddle, it says, on this platform, 8 shapes hide. 4 are circles, and 4 you provide. You first must, in the second largest, a hex please cast, while the smallest shape you should try to draw last. Inside the largest shape, the others are pent up. You ought to draw the second smallest, third in the lineup. All shapes should now be clearly completed, always respecting the order, or your life be defeated. There's clearly something in this room that needs to be done. Let's move all your figures in this room, please.
Yay. I'm like,
You got scrap paper, you can figure this out. Now obviously it's something obviously is hidden in this room, but what? Let's make a perception roll. If anyone gets 10 or higher, let me know.
3.
17.
Natural 20.
All perception.
Yeah, Ilium got it. Ilium, while you're staring and looking into this room, you see on the glass tile of white and gray remnants of green sand that seems to be either cleaned up, but there's still pieces of sand about it. It looks like somebody was either trying to draw lines or shapes.
He relays that to pretty much exactly what you said to everybody.
I'm really good at shapes.
It's splitting in half shapes.
Let's see what else. Let's see. That is Silas. Silas, make a. Actually, you guys are all staying in. No one's really gone to the other side of the room to inspect the dais, so I'll just wait till that happens.
Not yet.
But there obviously is a riddle in the ceiling, and there's some type of trick to this room. And by the way, this green marker will represent the green sand.
I think the DM is trying to tell us we must do something with the green sand.
Smell it and have some fun.
Woo!
Hey, you guys, what are we doing?
And if the shit goes south in this room, I am not going to hold back, guys. And I think the adventure will end probably if shit goes bad.
He walks over to the dais.
Okay, put your character in front of it.
I'll go with you.
Don't touch the
Put your
glass.
character also. Both you guys standing in front of Dais, please make, you're looking at this liquid jar. It catches your attention because it's in a beautiful, elegant looking jar with brass swirls. Make a nature check.
Nat 20.
Oh shit, yeah.
Over 14.
Immediately, both of you pick up that this is a type of liquid mercury, but this is a special type of liquid mercury because once it's exposed to air, within about a minute, it hardens. There's also the sand, there's some candles, and there's a silver tray. It's about a half an inch deep. That's the extent what you see.
Mm.
The sand bowl is filled with green sand. The hourglass is ticking, for time is of the essence, and it's probably like an hour and 15 minutes left. Lord Cassandra and Lord Kincaid. The puzzle once again says, on this platform, 8 shapes hide. 4 are circles, and 4 you provide. First you must, in the second largest, a hex please cast. While in the smallest shape, you should try to draw last. Inside the largest shape, the others are pent up. You opt to draw the second smallest, third in the lineup. All 8 shapes should now be cleverly completed, always respecting the order for your life being depleted.
Okay, so a hexagon and the second largest. And then the smallest one will be a triangle, but that has to be last. Inside the
How the hell is the
largest
fucking barbarian bloodbringer
he's
fucking?
right, he's right.
one- in the big one, you put pentagon, and then, so you go hex in the second largest.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then the next in the order would be the
Triangle.
no, that one you
Oh,
draw
no,
last.
Smallest. Yep.
So inside the largest one, you would be a
Draw the second
pentagon.
smallest.
So let's do the first one.
So it'd be a hexagon in the second largest. Whoever wants to draw a hexagon over there.
Second largest
Which would be
hexagon, which is 6 sides.
Go for it. Okay.
Hexagon is 6, right?
Go for it. Here's the one.
That's a 6. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do the
Go for it.
hexagon. So,
Yeah, go ahead.
So which one are we drawing first?
The hexagon.
Where
so
at?
one line goes to 2, so it'll go 1, then that, then that.
Let's see. Let's see what happens.
so that's a
Wait, what?
So you skip 1. 1 point to another to the second. Yeah, that should make 6. Correct.
that's right.
Now, if he messes
Wait,
this
the
up,
second smallest?
there will be repercussions.
Can I step out of the room?
Yes, yes, you can. Step out of your role. And
Straight line.
somebody else want to do it?
It's got
1. So he's taking the sand and sprinkling the sand in lines on top of this glass circle to form what shape there, Ionis? A hex.
When I heard hex cast, I thought warlocks. Let's go.
Yeah, I was like,
That's what I thought.
All right, so
Alright.
then a pentagon inside the largest.
But it says that you opt to draw the second smallest, third in the lineup. It's number 3. Yep. So then it's the next.
yeah,
Yeah,
be
so the
largest.
next would be the largest, which would be a
Pentagon 5.
And the largest would be
It's a
Yeah.
pentagon. It's
Yeah,
5.
so
So
it's a
it'll go
pentagon.
1, 2 again. 3.
Leave it to the
4,
raging barbarian to
5.
figure out 2 rows.
Again, you're skipping 1.
Alright.
Yeah,
So
right.
this one?
Maybe do it opposite because I don't know if this one matters if you're doing the point with the line. Usually that's how it goes.
2.
I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're right, because I'm like shaking.
It should be, because if you fuck this up,
I
it's
got
gonna
it.
go south.
Yeah, it's fine.
My 15 HP probably won't survive.
Timelines. 5.
Yep.
Yeah, you'll probably see everybody dead, like, whoa, what happened?
It does 11 damage. I lived. Sissies. And then the largest will be an octagon.
Yep.
Wait, hold on.
That's 8.
No.
The
The
opt, you
smallest.
draw the
Second.
second smallest. Second smallest.
The
Third in the
octagon,
lineup.
you're on the second smallest, so the octagon goes in this last one. Or not this.
It's an 8-sider.
Yeah.
Did say I know
Just come around.
shapes.
Yeah, come around.
Just come around.
It's again the same 2. You skip 1. Nope. Skip 3. 1.
4, 5, 6, 7,
8. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're gone.
That's what happens when
Yes,
you
good.
dimension door into
Hold
a
on,
wall.
hold on, hold on,
Just
hold
eat it out of the room.
Very good.
I
That's
just
what happens
yeah.
when you dimension door into a
We
wall.
skipping 3. Or
3.
And what shape is this?
Octagon.
Very, the second to, okay, the last, and then we have one more to go.
You skip 2 this time. Oh yeah, I skipped 2.
You're
That
good.
scared me. I was like,
You're
wait,
good.
no, it doesn't. And then the last one is
The smallest
Triangle.
shape, you should try.
the gnome will go in.
I see.
Take
With
care
the
of
sand.
business.
You start pouring the sand, little gnome.
it's there, there, there.
Uh-oh.
That's a triangle.
Yep, you're right.
I'm watching.
He didn't say it had to be equal. It could be an isosceles.
Yeah, but it has to be. 3
Alright.
points, right?
The powers that be are like,
Alright.
Okay,
Got it.
As you complete, you die.
Bippy, as you, as the final line of sand is poured on that inner circle,
Closest to the
a
ground.
sudden flash of blinding light appears in the center of this room.
You die.
Once everybody's eyes adjust, you immediately see on the ground at your feet, Bimpy, is a long silver key. All the green dust and sand is gone, and the riddles on the ceiling have also dissipated. So let me get back these little things.
Those are cool.
What about the
He's
mercury?
gonna take a picture of this for me, please.
Erase that and then take a picture.
Take a picture.
No,
Erase?
erase that, yeah, all the
erase it
sand.
first.
So a single key, you can press hard.
Yeah.
A single key is there. That's it. If you can't do it that well, don't worry. I'll take care of it when I get home. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Give me it.
Yeah.
All right. So
Half of it. Oh.
yeah, it's all right. It's okay.
Third.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at. There's a single key on the ground, and nothing else has happened.
Baby found the key. Pick it up.
Okay.
How big is the key, by the way?
It's about maybe an inch and a half. Yeah, like that. About that. Yep.
What about that melted
I
metal?
hold it with my full hand.
Mercury? The mercury?
Yeah, he has a jar with some type of liquid metal in his hand.
That could be useful.
Okay. What?
Sure.
Give me metal pan.
Did someone see place for key?
Garuk is asking for the metal pan.
Yeah,
you go.
What else? There was?
He puts it on his head.
There are candles and what else?
There are, and there's just a bunch of unlit candles as well.
It is candles.
So unlit
Just
candles,
say
the
everything.
metal tray,
I got the key.
a key, and you have the sand. That's about it.
What does the candle smell
And
like?
the liquid metal.
He casts prejudiciation and you're away from the candles and you smell strawberries.
Do we need to put the key in the pan with the mercury or anything?
Oh, the door right there.
Yeah.
This gives me more protection.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
That's fine.
Well, wait a second. Doesn't the door have two skull
It
lock
did.
things on it?
It did. You only have one key.
So,
I might need that hand for a moment, if you will, my good friend.
because we might need to make another.
How do you
And
do?
you said there's still
We know.
sand left,
There's
right?
still sand.
There's still sand, and
What
there
were
are
the properties
multiple
of
candles.
Here's the key.
So,
There's
you know,
sand, multiple candles, and
yeah, make an indention of
It's time
the
to
key.
it's time to make a a
Indention.
cast.
Yeah.
Cast.
But my arms aren't broken.
You'll be fine, buddy.
So he would attempt to basically he's going to pack the sand and he's going to press the key into it to make a
and you do that, and the sand actually it's so fine, it's like flour, it just moves all over the place. But whatever, and you remove the key, it just fills up. It's so fine, it's almost impossible to do what you're trying to do. But you have a good idea and a good start.
What was the properties
Wait.
of mercury?
what about the wax?
Yeah, can you wax a key
Yes, you could.
and then put that in the keyhole?
You could wax a key and make a mold.
We could try that because the sand because the sand could be packed around
Kinda like heating
the
up
wax
a
mold
mold.
rather than actually making the mold itself and like I could use like fireball to heat it up.
You said
Yeah.
the mercury hardens
I think
instantly,
you put
right?
the
In
sand on top
about a
of
minute,
it.
it hardens. Yeah,
In about a minute
in
it
there, yep.
hardens, so it doesn't need heat.
So
Alright.
we
The
can
metal doesn't. It's liquid metal.
So,
we can attempt to melt the
So
wax.
you like taking the pan back?
Huh? Oh yeah, he has it.
Oh, you got it.
So what is it you want to do?
So we can attempt to melt the wax,
Okay.
and as it's dry, as it's hardening, we can press it and use it.
We are melting the wax
Yeah.
around to make
yeah.
a key mold.
and then we can like just cut around it.
cut around it, put the
I
molds
have
in,
tinderbox.
and then.
All right. So you have a tinderbox to light the candles.
For nice smelling candles.
So this odd technique you've decided and you're all working begins to work. The candles start melting into the tray and start filling up with a layer of hot, soft wax. Somebody's gonna take the key.
Yes. I have hold of the key, and we will submerge it into the wax.
And you do so. And after a few seconds it cools, remove the key, and in the hard wax is a perfect indentation of a key.
So the best thing that we can do at this point is we need to make a spot where we can, like, just a tiny little spot where we can pour in this liquid metal. And we can use the sand to pack it around it to, like, around the wax to firm it in, and let it harden.
Yep.
So I don't know if there's any rolls I need to make to do that, but that's what.
No,
that's what Silas
because
is looking at.
this idea is excellent. You guys did really well. And you actually create an identical second key. Nice job.
You did good, Tinker Man.
Is it helps that I was able to solve that because I watched stupid videos on YouTube. It's like, let's make Mjolnir using molten lava.
All right, so at this juncture, you're in here. You have 2 keys, and there's only 1 location left to go.
Can I have my partner?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, right? Yeah. Alright. So let's go.
Straighten it up.
Yeah.
All right, so let's put everybody back in that corridor.
I'll get out the second.
Hey, my little buddy. Little buddy. Put me on your shoulders.
There you go.
Oh, there's not really a holding spot up there.
Alrighty.
The room between your legs?
Who has the keys, by the way? There's 2 keys.
He's got
So
a
I assume you got them both.
Yeah,
You got one. Who has the other?
You want it?
You got both?
Okay.
yeah, I have both.
Do this at the same time? Or?
Yeah, best at the same time. Who else wants to help me?
I'm too
You
sure.
got it.
Yeah, I got the other.
Okay.
He's got it, but I got ready.
All right, here we go. You guys slowly put
Stay
the
behind
keys,
me.
and they actually fit perfectly into the keyholes, and it opens up a chamber. Oh no. Yep.
Dun, dun, dun,
Actually,
dun.
hold on, my bad.
I got dibs on the throne.
Hell yeah.
Oh!
Alright. Just gonna get this out of here.
Knock, knock. We said no dragons, but lich.
Well, like I said, I'm not gonna go crazy with it.
Legend dragon. Dungeons,
Dragon Lich.
But we
Dungeons
do.
and liches.
But we do have something.
It's a Draco lich.
Yeah, this is yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
This is the final stage, guys.
We got this.
I hope so, because once the double doors open, you're first greeted with darkness, but then suddenly several braziers and magic torches all light up and reveal a large throne room filled with bones. You see amongst the bones is rusty, beat-up suits of armor, crude weapons, all lay amongst each other. But floating in front of the large throne is a creature of your nightmares. Please put this lich right in front. Facing you guys. Put all your characters in front.
He ain't even walking on his feet.
Everyone has sorry.
Yeah, he's got him in there. Dangling.
Yeah, come
Got some
on.
angry bits in there.
Fighters up in the front. People who throw things.
Well, I'm not here.
I throw things.
I'm in the middle.
We got like +5.
He's like, yeah, this place is the worst. And he looks at you and he goes, get that scroll ready.
A decaying skeletonized man with glowing red eyes and ceremonial attire watches each of you as you enter. This lich tilts its head in curiosity and speaks to each of you in a language you're not familiar with. It's trying to communicate.
Which one for common?
You guys are gonna try to speak to it or talk?
He speaks in Dwarvish, asking if he
I speak in French.
understands.
What is it?
He speaks in Dwarvish, asking if he understands.
Make a charisma roll, please.
It's like in all my languages.
23.
He laughs at you.
I'll take that as a yes, sir, maybe.
He's still hovering, floating, looking at all you guys. This is a creepy image. Each of you getting chills down your spines.
Bless my sanity.
The doors behind you suddenly close, and you hear them sounding like they're locking as the wood scrapes against the stone.
Maybe the key is in the locks.
no.
A key, not a keyhole.
tries one more time to communicate.
I say in Infernal. Hello?
You speak Infernal?
Yeah.
Make a charisma roll, please.
That is a 19.
The village moves a little closer. Move to the front of the stairs. Right there. Yep. He hovers and levitates, and his eyes, red eyes, are on you.
All right.
You seem to have a card with him.
It's looking right at you now.
You're
You're speaking in Infernal. You guys don't understand this dialogue.
Two languages.
we come here for your help. Yeah, I get that.
He says to you in Infernal,
Do you think I am going to give you my bones freely?
Yeah, not really. What do you bargain?
There is no bargains, my friends. But since you have friends, so shall I,
he says. And suddenly the room starts to lightly rumble and shake, and each of you notice all the bones begin to vibrate and move.
Great.
The bones start coming together one by one.
He's not liking us, guys. Get ready.
What did you say? What did you say?
You suck at this!
Nothing. I asked for help and he said no.
And before your eyes, skeleton warriors appear in all sections of the room.
Oh, this is bullshit.
Let's put these two guys by the thrones on both sides of the braziers. Yep. Okay, let's
Skeleton
those two
warriors.
guys on both sides of the lich on the top of the dais.
Skeleton
Here?
warriors.
Should I move these bones? Or just...
Nah, just put them right there.
Okay.
And now put these two guys, one there and one there on the opposite, like in the middle. Right there, yep, perfect.
Right there, go, John.
The lich says to you in Infernal,
The lovers will not see the time of day again.
Wait, how do you know about this? And I say it.
laughs. And my friends, the skeletons approach all of you. It's time for battle.
So he knows about the lovers. Just to let you guys know, I think this is his role.
Are we rolling initiative?
Yep.
Now, who gets lucky?
Time for some Army of Darkness.
This is my chance.
Yeah, it is. Final battle, guys.
We have two potions.
Can you read up the numbers on the skeletons?
8, 6, 7, 5, 2, and 3. Sorry, it wasn't in order, but
Sorry.
I read it with my order.
Alright, it's on, ladies and gentlemen. Who got a 15 to 20?
I got it. 18.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That means the skeletons will be going first.
Oh,
And you're going second, Jonas?
Yes.
Who got 10 to 15?
I got 14.
12, 13. Okay, you're in the back at least.
Who had the 12? You're last in that group?
Okay.
So we have Silas, Garuk, and Bimby. Nice.
Single digits.
Universe had to come around at some point.
Here we go.
Okay, now that we're fighting, all high numbers.
The Lich on his turn disappears.
What?
Just place it.
Yeah.
Okay, number 3 is going to shoot. There are 5 of you. I roll 6-sided dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as a reroll. Number 3, the arrow is you.
Stay behind me.
Number 3 fires and misses.
Yeah. I got 1 plus 1 AC now.
Let's see, that's number 2. Number 2 is going to shoot his arrow, his crossbow, or his arrow at you. Right, no, 1, I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, it is at 5, right?
So at 6, it hits the DM.
6 DM. I rolled a 7. It misses. So let's see, number 8 is going to move towards 5. Let's move him close to him, please. That's number 8, right?
Yeah.
He's going to swing his axe at you.
Wait.
12. Nice. Bam! He hits your armor, sparks fly. Next is number 5 is going to approach. Number 4. Move him towards him, please. Number 5. Yep. Moving towards Ionis.
Right there.
Yeah, he's right there.
Okay. He has his axe. 18 hits. Nice.
That even hits me.
3 points of slashing damage. Number 6 is going to go for number 5. Move him close to him, please.
That's fine.
He can't really get to
Okay,
it.
so he gets
He's
there.
right there.
You're so
He's
bald.
there. He's there.
Yeah.
He's going to, yeah, he's got in front of this guy. Who's the one in the middle?
This one right here?
Yeah, it's me. That's you?
Yep.
No, my guy is concerned. It's too cluttered right now, so I'm going to skip his turn. And the last one is going for number 3, Bimpy. Let's move
Who's
that
in
one.
this corner right here?
Oh, is it? Bimpy's in the corner hiding. Let's clog the hallway. Let's put him all up close. The next turn, these guys are going to attack whoever's in front of them. And with that, it's time to roll, ladies and gentlemen. Ionis.
Alright, we're gonna take, I already have the Rapier out. So, Rapier and attack directly in front of me.
Go for it.
Number 7.
Number 7.
15 to hit.
That is a hit.
Nice.
That's 12 damage.
Woo! No shit, really?
Yep. I got an 8 on the.
Wow. That is a lot of damage to the point where it is so bloody. Pieces of bone start falling off of it. As you pull back the rapier, this thing is almost done. Good job. Holy shit.
Do I do?
That was 7, right?
Yeah.
Number 7.
Can I do a bonus action with the short sword as well?
They're both finesse weapons, light.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll give it to you, but do not use your modifier. Just make a regular roll with that second weapon.
Okay.
So you're offhand.
That's only a 10.
And no, you miss with that shot, my friend. Are you doing anything else this turn?
Cowering.
Yeah, cowering.
You could move. Obviously, it's rough terrain if you're behind everyone, so you'll put a.
Well, no, he's right here in the thick of it.
Okay, so you'll get a nice opportunity.
Opportunity attack from everybody.
Yep.
So I'll stay put.
Okay. Next up is Silas.
Okay.
Get these things off me, please.
On it.
I attack the one in front of me.
Go wrap around.
Okay. Same, you're not running away in the same area. That's good.
And I'm going to take out that spanner with the hammerhead on the back of it,
No.
and I'm going to pull a trigger on the back of it and cause the weapon to become inflamed, and I'm going to swing it.
And where are you gonna hit it with? What number?
I'm hitting whatever am I hitting? I don't know. 5.
Okay. Roll.
Maybe not.
Maybe 11.
Miss.
Alright,
I'm gonna have Mortimer like pinch and screech at this one right here.
What number is that?
8.
Okay. Let's make an attack roll with it.
Okay.
so he'll do the help action.
Oh, he is? Alright. Who's he helping?
Who's this person?
That's you?
No, that's him.
That's
That alien, so alien will have advantage on his attack roll.
Alright. Well, the next up is Garuk. Clear that house, sir.
I would like to rage.
Alright.
And I'm gonna just start
Get ahead of advantage.
long sorting the number 5 in front of me.
Alright, go for it.
That's a 13.
That is a hit.
Oh,
Just enough.
okay. Long sword is a 1d8. 6, 8 points of damage.
Woo! Very bloody. Awesome job. Nice hit.
You know what? I forgot my sneak attack.
Oh, you got. You're rolling.
Yeah, I forgot to sneak attack to add that
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Alright. Bimpy!
I'm gonna crawl under their legs and try to get here.
I'm gonna allow you to do that, and you can. Okay.
If he's small, give it. Bonus action, shillelagh, just smack this one.
Go. What number is that?
That's number 6.
Go for it.
Is it advantage because flying feet?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
11.
Ah, you missed though.
He
Okay.
laughed at you.
You flail, you hit the armor, and it bounces right off.
Damn it.
Anything else, Bimpy?
Yeah. Okay, so how much movement did I use up? Sorry.
You're not going to be negative because you're so small.
Yeah.
It's just whatever. I think it's 10 feet.
10, 15, 20, oh, 25. Almost there.
Nice. Ilium of House Kincaid, Lord Robert is waiting for your help. What are you doing?
He's gonna move to the corner, staying within reach of this guy. He's gonna take 2 swings at him using his action bonus action, a short sword dagger.
Go for it.
You got advantage on the first one.
I think so, right?
I forgot my sneak attack.
What number are you going for?
8.
Okay.
The one that got 8.
Yeah, no.
Hit. 7. Oh no.
That's a 6 plus
Extra HP.
Oh, 17. My bad.
8.
And that is a miss.
That is a miss.
Okay, guys, we're here.
And second attack.
11.
That is another miss.
Hold on. I wanted to hit this four with his action. Alright, so that's 15.
That is a hit.
Straight damage because it's from the
Yep.
offhand.
Yep.
1.
Nice. You barely do damage, but you do just enough. And it's because your mind is preoccupied knowing that your employer, somebody you see as a brother, is at death's door. Time is of the essence. Anything else, sir?
No.
Okay. Let's see. The Lich appears next to Bimpy.
Oh no, Bippy!
Bimpy, you look up at this monstrous, horrible creature staring down at you, looking at the tiny creature that is before its tiny little feet. It laughs. His hand slowly reaches for you, almost like Lord of the Rings, glowing green flesh, as it goes to touch your shoulder.
Is that a grab? Disadvantage.
Does a 13 hit?
No.
Oh!
No.
You roll out the way and you pop up. It misses you and it looks at you and hisses in frustration. Next up is... Yeah, fucker. Oh, I forgot. Oh,
It really
shit,
is that
yeah.
right?
I have a good idea what attack that was too.
Yeah, you know what's coming, right?
I have no idea.
Number 3 is going to shoot an arrow at Bimpy.
I have no actual idea what it is, but based on the description I
The
have.
arrow flies in your direction, and you do Matrix duck, and it flies and impels and shatters against the wall. It misses. Number 2 is also going to shoot at Bimpy. fucking floor.
I just love-
Another! You do a cartwheel, and another arrow misses.
I just love hearing the
Your
GF
dancing
15.
skills, brother. Your dancing skills. You're once in the dance floor again. It misses.
wrong.
Just doing the robot.
You say AA wrong.
Number
I love
8
that skit.
is.
Number 8 is right here.
Okay.
And who's the guy with the tail? It's going for you, Ionis.
What's the size difference?
17.
Okay.
That's a hit.
Yep.
And
He's got a name now.
fucking course, 2 slashing damage. God damn it.
I'm
Number 5. Where's he at?
Number 5 is in front of me.
Okay. Oh
Get
shit.
some.
Yeah, it's going for you.
Get some, big boy.
It is. A 2 as its blade hits you and basically bounces off of those bulging biceps. Barely
I
scratches
have a
you.
shield now.
Oh, it hits off the shield. Nothing happens. Number 5. Who's he? It's going
You just
for.
rolled 5.
Oh, I'm sorry. Number 6.
6 is in front of Tailman.
Going for you again, Farouk.
Well, no, he's in front of Tail.
He's in front of me.
Oh, it doesn't matter because I rolled a 7.
Okay.
Misses you as you move and maneuver. And last is number 7.
Also in front of. Number 7's right here. I mean, he can cross me.
Actually, you know what? Number 7 is going to turn because he's so injured, and he's actually going to move away towards Bimpy. As an opportunity attack, Jonas.
I'll take it.
Go for it.
Not 20.
No fucking way.
Nice.
Hey, don't even do damage roll. Tell us how you dispatch this devil skeleton.
As he turned away, I get the rapier and push it right to the back of the head, and did slash up.
And the head just tumbles and spins in the air and drops. Excellent. Let me get that figure, please. Damn.
That was a good one.
That was number 2. Right? Next is Ionis. You're up.
Alright, so good friend over here that's right in front of me. Oh, this one.
Yep.
Do I get advantage because I'm a rogue and I didn't do sneak attack?
No, you're right there in the open. Everyone goes, don't look at my thing! The man behind the curtain, don't look!
Alright,
You see a bunch of porn just laid out in front of
in that case, I will just attack twice. So, one,
Animation chief.
Go ahead.
Scary skeletons.
not 20.
No way!
Right?
Holy shit. What number was that?
That was on number 5.
Tell us how you dispatch this skeleton warrior.
Alright,
This fucking
as
bloodlusting.
I came back from pulling the rapier out on the other one, I had managed to just call the neck of the one that's right in front of you.
Wow. Awesome move. And you know what? Since you rolled a 20, I'm gonna let you get your other attack on another character next to you.
Alright, one right on the side of me. This one.
Go.
Alright,
Number 5.
6.
6.
6. Alright, so that's 15 plus 4, no, plus 2, so that's 21.
That is a hit.
Okay. And that's again with the rapier. Yeah. 7 plus 4. 11 damage.
And that is a lot of fucking damage. That was number 6, right?
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, it's very bloody to the point where it's barely standing.
And bonus
Go ahead. I'll give yeah.
with the short sword.
Whoa, hold up. Another nat 20?
Yeah.
Let me see your best. No, hold on. You motherfucker. Holy shit.
Combat is
Between
where I
you two
excel.
guys, the 3 of you guys are on vacation.
I know. I'm swinging and missing every time.
Once again, describe how you, with the crazy moves of a city guard, dispatches the next skeleton warrior.
So as the last one, as I pull the rapier back off the other one, I
Healed me, though.
take the short sword and like spin it to the back of my to my forearm and push it right on it.
Jesus Christ. Good
I
job,
haven't
bro.
hit anyone this whole game.
Garuk, you look around and all you see is you see Ionis in a blur of precision and skill with this sword just tearing apart skeletons as bones are dropping all around you. You're actually very hard to impress, and at this moment you are impressed. It is your turn.
Very good.
Oh, finally.
It's my turn.
There's one left there, right?
5,
Yep.
10, 15, 20. I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and I'm gonna start swinging on the lich.
It sees you and welcomes it.
Be careful.
Longsword. Ooh, an 11.
Your attack goes to hit it. It turns to a cloud of dust and solidifies. You go right through it. Nothing happens.
I don't usually have performance issues.
Anything else, sir?
I'm gonna drink that potion.
Oh, as a bonus action.
I imagine like Borak doesn't really drink it as much. He just throws it in his mouth.
Jonas, you hear in Infernal the lich yell out,
My potion of resurgence! Where did you get that?
and you hear it scream, but you don't understand what the fuck it's saying.
Blah, 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 back!
And once again, it turns to a cloud of mist as you go right through, and it suddenly solidifies, and you miss twice. Anything else?
Dice change. No, I'm good.
Okay. Bippy.
Bippy he's the big guy. I'm gonna attempt to grapple the lich.
Yeah! Leap up in the air. Hang on, everything is slow motion, almost like a little feral weasel. All right, make the fight the attack roll.
It's strength, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's -1. Alright. 1!
Oh my
You rolled a 2.
And you do it. You're about to grab, and suddenly it turns to a green mist as you go flying through, and it solidifies, and you
Do I
miss.
end up on this side?
Yep. Yeah, you're good. Still in the area. Anything else, Bippy?
I have a bonus action. Can't do anything, I think.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Look good. Ilium. Go, brother.
Alright, so he's going
Not a
to.
hold him.
He's very impressed, but he pulls out tied on to his kimono cross is actually like a snow fox's tail, and he kind of comes up and rubs it, and as he is doing that, he casts frost starts forming over him and a slight, and he casts armor of Agathis.
Awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's it. That's all he does.
I need you both to make perception rolls really quick, since you just attacked the lich.
7.
15.
You needed a 10. You do notice that in both your attacks, and when you saw him go through especially, the staff that looks like a cobra, the eyes each time flash red when this happened. Alright, next up is top of the order. The lich reaches up to touch you.
That's
18.
That's my AC.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a plus. Oh wait, no. Actually, I rolled a 17. I do not. Oh wait, yes I do. Oh no, I don't. Fucker, you are so lucky. I have no bonuses to my strength. It barely touches you as its hand goes towards you, but misses as you move back. Once again, you notice the eyes turn red and they dissipate to the staff that it's holding. The skeleton number 3 is going to shoot arrows at the big guy, the roof. 18.
My AC.
Arrow flies straight across. 6 points of piercing damage.
Great.
And the next archer is going to shoot at you as well with a 16.
Yes.
And it misses you completely. And then we have number 8 is still alive.
Yeah, it's right there.
It's going to move behind the tailed figure, which is... And who's that in the corner? Me. It's going for you. Elon. Here we go. It swings its blade with a 5! The axe.
5 miss.
And you jump back, totally dodging this attack. Top of the order. Jonas.
I didn't go.
Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I cast. Yeah, I'm not gonna do this guy. He casts Eldritch Blast on that skeleton.
Number 3.
Yeah,
I totally missed you that round. I'm sorry, bro.
it's all good. It's only the second time.
Oh, you gotta speak up.
No, not this.
Woo!
And that's an natural 20.
What?
Yep.
Damage. Roll for damage. Shit. Eldritch Blast, I will give you the bonus. So what's the max you can do with that?
10.
And that's number 3. So he's automatically going to get 10 points of damage in a roll. I'll give it to you. Usually it's the weapon, but I'll...
Oh, 20!
Describe how you dispatch the creature in the distance.
over there.
As his claws come out, and he forms a circle, a blast of crackling energy comes out and spirals towards it.
It's dead. Awesome. It disintegrates and turns to ash. And because I missed your turn, I want you to go again. You get a free attack.
Oh, sweet. I'm going to go after the other one.
Go ahead.
Is there another one?
Damn.
Yes, it is!
He takes the max damage. That's number what? 2?
Yeah, so I don't know what number
Yeah.
it is. 2.
That was 10, right?
And that's a 19.
Describe how you dispatch this fucking guy. Please.
The exact same way.
And it turns to ash. And now in the room alone is the
No,
lich.
there's one more.
Oh, there's one more in the corner. Okay, and then we're gonna go to the top. I already went with my skeletons. Gonna skip this turn. Ionis.
For me, and he's behind me. I'm gonna take the short sword and come swing the butt around to try to decapitate it. 2 and 4, 6. I'm sorry. 6. 6 to try to hit.
It's a miss.
And then I'm on bonus action for the rapier.
Yeah.
And it's 13.
That is a hit on the target.
7, 8 to hit.
That is a miss.
Sorry, the 8 damage.
Oh, 8 damage. And what number is this?
Number 8.
The only living one.
8 to 8.
Describe to us how you dispatch the third skeleton.
That's right. Come around and just slide in and decapitate it without even looking at it.
Nice. And Silas, look around. There's only one threat remaining. A nasty-looking lich hovering above Garuk and Pimpy.
Man, that was quick. I was considering using the scroll of undead ally, but no, they're all dead. And I don't
Oh,
think
shit, yeah.
I think he's too powerful to use it on instead of mine or
Yep,
undead.
he is too powerful.
So instead, I'm going to ready the crossbow, and it's going to a red hot bolt is going to manifest on it, and I'm going to take aim at the
Go for it.
lich. That is going to be a 15, I believe. Yes, that is a 15 hit.
And that's a magic item? Magical...
Firebolt cantrip.
And that is a hit. A 15, right?
Yeah.
I'll look over.
Yep, that's a hit. Roll for damage.
So it's
5 fire damage.
Okay. You hit it, it causes some damage, but not much.
it understands Inferno. So I'm not going to tell you the words to say it in Inferno.
What?
The scroll.
The scroll specifically stated it only works on minor undead. It probably is going to work on that guy.
That was Silas's turn. Garuk, you're up.
Garuk, noticing the staff, is going to sheath his sword and try and grab it from him.
Oh, okay. Let's make an attack roll.
Attack roll?
Yeah, let's do that.
What dice this one?
Yeah.
Plus, what do I
You
have?
reach out, you got it. You reach up and boom! You grab the staff as the lich looks at you. And you hear him say, "Release my staff."
You said you're fucked.
And you got it's looking at you. Okay,
Yes.
what would you like to do? You got it?
Do I have an action still?
I'm gonna give you an action to pull. Yeah.
Then I'm going to hit him with it.
No, you didn't pull it away. You grabbed it. You're holding on to
Oh.
it. It's holding it. If you're gonna yank it out of his hands, I want you to make a strength roll against
Okay,
his.
then yes, I'm going to try and pull it out.
All right, hold on. His strength is going to be a 8.
So, acrobatics or just straight strength?
Whatever's better for you.
Acrobatics.
Pull it.
It's athletics, not acrobatics. Athletics.
Oh, that's what I meant. 12.
And that is, and you yank this away from it. You hear Ionis, the Lich, say very annoyingly,
My life, give it back!
it says.
Oh.
And I'm gonna run 30 feet away from him.
It's gonna get an opportunity attack.
That's
Oh, let's see what it's awesome.
There's a 13 hit.
13 misses.
Misses and his hand reaches for you and grabs. The rest of you see that, so whole ass holding the staff.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Bimpy, the Lich is so enthralled in him, he doesn't even recognize you. You're gonna get a advantage.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna just go with my staff. It's got shillelagh on it. 16.
Does your staff have any special abilities to it? Or is it
It's
just
a magical item. It's got shillelagh attached to it.
that is a hit, my friend. Roll for damage.
6.
Good hit. Still strong. He's still standing, but it is a good hit. Anything else?
No.
Okay. You. Ewan. You see Daruk running by you, and you're pretty impressed with the speed of this very large guy holding a gorgeous-looking staff.
When he comes around the corner, he's like, okay. And he's gonna blast him in the face.
Go for it.
And then I started blasting.
That's such an OP fucking cantrip. But...
19.
That is a hit.
One with like 3 at a time.
Yes. Oh man, throwing him 10 feet back.
Yeah, that's
I know a friend that took
Okay.
both.
Not much, but you are chipping away at this.
So the guy was like,
Ewan,
you go away.
anything
go
else?
here.
no.
Yeah, he was excellent, so he pushed things away he didn't want.
Top of the order, the Lich is actually going for you. You're gonna get an opportunity attack
Oh, yeah.
as it's going away, so go ahead.
Just take it. Oh yeah, 21.
Woo! It's a hit. Roll for damage.
Plus 3, 10.
That is 10 fucking points. Holy shit.
Finally hit stuff.
This Lich is actually looking pretty bad and bloody. Let's move him. His speed is going to be 30 feet towards Baruch as he floats across the room.
He's on it.
He's on your ass. Yep. And then he's going to attack you. Again, he's going to try to grab. He's actually going to grab for the staff. He grabs onto it. You both hold it. His dark eyes glow red. He's going to try to pull it. Strength versus strength. You ready? 13.
15.
Fuck you, dude. He's trying, and you yank it back, and he curses in his infernal language. Top of the order, Ionis.
I'm going to get here behind him.
Okay.
And rapier first.
This is this vampire sword.
Yep, of course.
Dead.
That's 13 to hit.
And that is 13 is a miss.
Okay. And then the short sword.
Is a regular short sword.
Yep. That's also 13.
And that's another miss. Anything else?
No,
Okay.
I'll stay away.
Garuk, you have a staff in your hand. You have a lich that's on your tail. What would you like to do?
Does he still have a hold of it?
He let go. You pulled it. You snatched it back. Your eyes met. He's pissed. He doesn't care what's going on around the room. He's pissed at you, but you hold his staff in his hand.
Do you want this? And I hit him with it.
Go for it.
Probably like 4 steps stats.
No, it's gonna
It's a 19 plus, what do I have?
be. That is a hit.
And then what do I hit with?
1d10.
That's D10.
And he's not going to take his necrotic damage after that. So.
So 4 plus my strength.
Yep.
So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points of damage.
Fuck, man.
And 3.
You actually see some of the beautiful armor falling to the ground, and pieces of its jaw turn, and its skin starting to melt away. All of you can see that this thing is on its last legs, but still very, very dangerous. Anything else?
That's it.
Bippy!
Finish him.
I can't.
Finish him, Bippy!
I'm too slow.
You have one range attack or
5,
anything?
10, 15, 20. I'm gonna throw a dagger. I got a dagger.
Go
Yeah!
ahead.
I got a dagger.
Nice.
That's 2. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. And I'm minus a dagger. I'm not keeping that dagger.
And it goes sailing away, and actually that dagger hits the wall and breaks, so we're fucking done with the dagger. Anything else, Bippy?
No, that's
Bippy the warrior. Helium.
Good throw though.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That wall will never curse at anyone again.
Goes over this
Okay.
way. And hit him from behind without the blast.
Hey man, you might do
Would
it.
have been cool.
You might do it. For House Kincaid,
No, or not.
you
That's
miss.
enough.
Yaldr's blast heads off into the distance and misses completely. Lord Robert is on the brink of death. Anything else, sir?
No.
Helium is doing nothing else. How do you say it again?
Helium.
Helium?
Helium.
Helium, that's what I was saying, right? Okay. Top of the order is the Lich. Let's see what special ability I can cast on you.
I got your staff, boy.
Actually, no. It wants its staff. It reaches and misses for the staff on its turn and hisses with disdain. Next up is Ionis.
Alright. I am going to jump off with the rapier and try to jab it into the back of his head.
And here we go, the big slow motion moment.
At 14 plus 6, that's 30, 20.
And that is a hit. In slow motion fashion, you leap in the air and your rapier goes right through its back. Roll for damage.
Okay, do I get sneak attack with that?
Yes, I'll give it to you because he's fixated on Groove.
Yeah, Groove is
Yes. So that is a 15.
Oh, jeez.
Yep.
Oh, you didn't let me kill him with his own staff?
Your blade pierces the Lich. As it freezes and starts to shake, the room gets ice cold as you see Ionis step back in a defensive stance. The Lich turns from you and looks at you. Its eyes are no longer glowing red. Its mouth opens wide and falls into a pile of dust and disappears. Good job, bro. You got the killing blow.
So, anyone got any bottles to put some of this crap?
There is enough bone dust for probably all of you to grab into your pockets or bottles or whatever.
I have that potion bottle still.
Oh, no. Let me, can I get that push? If you don't mind. I drink it.
No, the potion I already
The
drank.
bottle.
The empty bottle, the resurgence.
You have to.
Oh, yeah, well, I drink mine, because I'm been at 5 hit points. So,
Shots?
You got a wish. So everybody's grabbing some bone dust, right?
yep.
And I'm keeping his staff. It is my other token. I have a handkerchief around my neck. And a snake staff.
And at that moment, at the last amount of dust that gets gathered, a rumble begins to happen. You hear whispers and enchantments throughout the cavern. Debris starts falling from the ceiling. Fissures start to tear violently. Chunks of earth and stone begin to fall all around each of you. Warriors, adventurers, heroes. At this moment, the harsh reality finally hits you all. Not everyone's going to make it out of this crypt alive. But sacrificing oneself for others is an act of heroism and pure legend. And at this moment, the entire cavern collapses and falls on all of you. what I'd like you to do. In the darkness of the dust, there's two options that are going to happen. You either die under the rubble, or we make it out to Highdale. I gave you each a cup. Within that cup, I'd like you to place two 20-sided dice. These cups are destiny cups. For this one shot is almost to an end. I'd like you to shake it and turn it upside down without showing your dice. Do not lift it up. Leave it alone, please. The next morning, when the sun comes up, one of the main features of Highdale's main banquet hall are the tall arched windows that surround the ceremonial hall. As the morning sun rises over the city, sunlight pierces through these majestic windows, filling the banquet hall with natural light. But alas, though the morning light brings a new day, it also shines light on a sadness gathering within the great banquet hall of Highdale. Numerous citizens, clerics, guards, and doctors, they all gather around the dying bodies of Duchess Cassandra, Brightwood, and Lord Robert Kincaid. The governor sits on the floor between both of the newlyweds, a broken man. For his daughter and son-in-law are about to slip beyond the grasp of medicine, magic, and hope. The cleric that was earlier trying to help places a gentle hand on the governor's shoulder. Nursemaids approach the lying bodies of Cassandra and Robert with white sheets as the moment is about to happen. But suddenly, the main doors to the banquet hall fly open. Defiant god rays of sunlight punch through the opening, silhouetting several figures standing in the doorway. All eyes fall upon these figures with surprise and hope, for maybe somebody survived that cave-in. Gentlemen, this is the part where we find out who made it and who did not. And for those of you who did not, I think you did an excellent job, and I have a small little treat at the end of this. So, we're going to go around the room to reveal the destiny dice to see who rushes in with the bone dust. And we're going to start with Silas. You need 10 or higher. Silas comes running in slow motion, holding the bone dust as all eyes see him as a hero running towards the dais where the fallen Cassandra and Lord Robert Kincaid lie on the ground. At that moment of darkness, there is a splinter of hope as you rush in. 10 or higher.
18 and a 30.
Farouk comes busting in with his large frame, all sorts of a golden shield, a huge staff, and an axe. He's running behind Silas, holding a bag of dust, approaching the dais. Vimpy, his little frame is quickly going, sliding across as more and more people stand around the bodies and look with hope. Ionis. 20. Ionis comes running in with the god rays and all four of you. Ionis, you see Mercury, your friend, looking at you as tears fill up in his eyes as he sees you've made it. Hope is here, and he holds up his hands with glee.
Kiss him.
But, unfortunately, the fellowship may not be whole as we have one more
So
person.
much pressure.
10 or higher.
No. 9, 10, 11.
2.
As the rest of you look back, one person, one soul does not return. As the rest of you, the four of you, approach the dais, the cleric says, "Give the bone dust to me, quickly!" He holds his hands out. He begins to sprinkle the bone dust on the lying bodies of Lord Robert Kincaid and Cassandra the Duchess. He steps back and he watches the bodies carefully as the hall falls silence. Could it be possibly that you were all too late? If I roll a 1, 2, and 3, you guys took too long.
It's a natural 20!
And they gain maximum HP.
Suddenly,
And they gain normal.
Cassandra and Robin's eyes slowly open as they turn to face each other. With every bit of strength Lord Kincaid could muster, he reaches over and lovingly caresses Cassandra's face. The governor is wiping away the tears from his eyes. He looks at the four of you. They live by the gods. Your names will go down in history. Everything I have is yours. But there is one who is missing, he says.
Yeah, he didn't come back.
Does he have a family?
What was his name?
Robin.
By the way.
But when you say that, you hear Kincaid in a very weak voice as he's looking past all of you. Ilium! Ilium! My brother! Oh, my brother, he says to you. And at this moment of what should be pure happiness to all of you, there is a moment of pure sadness, for one of you has fallen and not returned. But your brother helped out well. As the afternoon mist clings to the ancient grounds within the Shadow Hills Cemetery, numerous ravens are perched upon the rubble of a mausoleum suddenly take flight. Rubble and debris from the mausoleum pile stirs as rocks and pebbles all fall to the side. A purple glow of necrotic energy blasts from the rubble. Suddenly, when the dust settles and the breeze that travels everywhere is to the ground, the dust settles, a ghostly figure floats up from the rubble with glowing red eyes. The figure is wearing brand new, unique, ceremonial silver and gold attire. This nightmarish figure defiantly hisses at the sun. Hovering above this rubble of this ancient mausoleum is the new Lich Lord, Ilium the Unholy. A new battle of good and evil has begun. Ladies and gentlemen, the end. Congratulations.
Great, we just did the worst thing in the world. We gave the Lich Elder to last.
Anybody still watching on Twitch, thank you so much. We appreciate it. I want to thanks to Big Walter Ortiz and the players. They did an awesome job. They came together. Unfortunately, one didn't make it, but yes, he did. And I will create other one-shots, and I have in mind for other people that are playing that we may see the Dark Witches once again. Thank you all. Good night, and be safe. Good job, guys.
Yes.
Alright, you get to go home in peace. You almost
Nicely
did it,
done,
bro.
man. Nicely done.
I was
That was a
seriously
great
gonna.
game.